Emma. Today I'm going to be filming an honest Q&A where I answer a ton of your guys' personal questions because I've noticed that a lot of new people have joined the hashtag M&M fam lately, and I thought what better way for you guys to get to know me than for me to answer a ton of personal questions. If this is your first time seeing my face, it's super nice to have you here, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button to become part of the hashtag M&M fam. Also, in last week's video, I announced that I'm going to be DMing one of my Instagram followers every single week. So this week's DM goes to Sarah.Edginton. So make sure to go check your DMs because I just DM'd you. And if you'd like me to DM you in the future, all you have to do is follow and be active on my Instagram. I just choose a random liker from one of my recent photos to DM, and you'll also get a little shout out in my recent video. So speaking of Instagram, on Instagram, I asked you guys to send me any personal questions you have, whether it's about me or any advice I have on touchy subjects. So without further ado, I really hope you enjoy, and let's get started. Alright, so we're just gonna start off with a bang. The first question is, when are you going to have your first child? So obviously I'm not sure exactly when I will have my first child. There's only so much control you can have with that, but ideally I would be 27 to 28. I feel like that's a really good age to have your first child, but realistically I'm not even sure if I'll be married by that point. I don't know if I will have found the one, so I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see what God's plan is. The next question is, have you had your first kiss, and if so, was it awkward? So this one I was kind of hesitant to answer because I actually have not had my first kiss yet, and I'm almost 18, which is like so weird to say, but I don't know, I want my first kiss to be special, and I haven't had a boyfriend yet either, so I just really haven't had an opportunity, and I definitely want it to be special. I know some girls don't really care about it, but for me, it's something that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, so I want to make sure it's with the right person, and I just haven't found him yet. So if you're hiding, feel free to come out now. What has been your favorite part of senior year so far, and what has been your least favorite part? So my favorite part of senior year has definitely been the freedom that I have. I get out of school by lunchtime every single day, which is super nice because I feel like every day is a minimum day and I have so much more time. I still have like half the day after school, which is super nice. And I'd say the least favorite part, I don't know, I really like senior year. I guess that everyone kind of already has senioritis. We're all like ready to go off to college. And I feel like myself included, I know where I want to go to college, and I'm just really like anxious to see if I get in and where I end up going. I'm really excited to start that next chapter of my life. So I guess we're all kind of just like antsy and like waiting to get out and like get on with our lives. How does it make you feel when a fan recognizes you in public? And I just had to answer this one because I feel like it's different for every like social media person. But for me, I love meeting my supporters. You guys, I love meeting you just as much as you love meeting me. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It absolutely makes my day and just puts the biggest smile on my face because obviously I see your guys' comments and stuff on the internet, but actually like seeing a person and hearing that you watch my videos is the best thing to me, and it's like something money can't buy. So please come up to me if you see me. I promise I will not get annoyed. It means so much to me. I love meeting you guys so much, so definitely come say hi if you see me. So the next question is kind of related to the previous question. What is the weirdest or most awkward experience or encounter with a subscriber? So I remember one time I was like at the mall with my friend or something, and we like hugged and said goodbye, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this person like in the corner like taking a picture of my backside, and I don't know, it was just kind of weird because like I would much rather like talk to you. I was like, no, I like, who is that? Like I want to meet you. If you like recognize me, like call out my name, I will come back over and I will give you a big hug. I love meeting you guys so much, so if you're ever like scared to come up to me, don't be. I swear I'm like really bubbly and energetic. But yeah, that was kind of odd because I just like saw out of the corner of my eye this girl was like zooming in on her phone, and I was just like, I wish she would just like come up to me. The next question is, everyone thinks that every YouTuber has a great life as their struggles are rarely shown. What is something you struggle with, whether it is on a daily basis or just a one-off, and what advice can you give to help someone overcome this? And I really like this question because if you watched the video I made a while ago called There's Something I Need to Tell You, it was kind of me just being like super vulnerable and saying like, here, this is not what you see in my regular videos, but this is what I want to tell you. So I like when people recognize that social media is not real life. It's definitely not fake, but it's definitely not everything that goes on in life. So I'd say something that I continuously struggle with, like my biggest battle, I guess, is self-confidence and self-esteem. I used to have really high self-esteem when I was younger. I remember one of my teachers actually like wrote on my report card, Emma has high self-esteem, which means like you just feel like really good about yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean you're like arrogant or cocky. It just means like you know your worth and you're happy with yourself. And I guess lately, I don't know, I just like, there's always something about myself that I like tend to nitpick, and I'm really trying to get past that and just accept me for me because that's what I would want you guys to do, so I definitely want to like follow my own advice. And I'm really trying. It's just something that's hard. I'm always like picking something that I could improve upon, and I wish instead I could be happy with my accomplishments and pat myself on the back instead of being so hard on myself. Tell us one of your bad habits. Okay, I'm trying so hard to like kick this habit to the curb. I suck at time management and procrastinating. I have so much homework to do, especially I'm taking like 4 AP classes this year as opposed to last year I just took 2 AP classes, and I'm so bad at managing my time. I get home and I'm just so exhausted, and I tend to take naps, and then I'm tired, and then I go to bed late, and it's a really bad cycle. I'm just bad at managing my time. I'll make a plan and I won't follow through. So I definitely say I'm a hard worker, but the way I go about doing my work could definitely be a lot more efficient, and it's something I'm really trying to work on. What is your idea of an ideal first date? Well, I love nature, so I would love to like go watch the sunset on a hill and have a picnic or something. I don't need a guy to spend a ton of money on me to have an ideal first date. I just love the simple things. I love nature, I love being outside, so something like that. I am definitely not a girl who's like, you have to take me to a super fancy restaurant and you have to take me to the movies. Like honestly, just being with a guy and getting to know him on a personal level would be my ideal first date. The next question is, being a social media influencer and YouTuber, how do you keep your faith so strong? I'm a Christian also and was just wondering. Love you so much. I love you too, and I also love this question because it's definitely hard to stay grounded in your faith when you have so much going on. Like I said, I have a ton of AP classes, and obviously YouTube is super important to me, and a lot of my time it goes to either YouTube or schoolwork. So what I like to do, I actually have some stuff right over here to show you guys. So on a daily basis, I like to read my daily devotionals. This is called Jesus Always. It's a sequel to Jesus Calling, and it basically has 365 devotions, one for every day, and I'll show you the length. They're like a paragraph long, and I just like to read this in my car before I get out and go to school. It's a great way to start the day. So even if you don't have time to read the Bible all the time or make a routine of reading the Bible, this is really good because it takes like seriously 1 minute, and I'm telling you, your mindset will be changed for the entire day. And as far as reading the Bible, I don't have like a routine for reading it because my schedule it's different every single day. But when I do, I use the Life Application Study Bible, and I like this one because it has life application. So at the bottom of every page, it kind of like connects the passage to daily life, which is super helpful, especially for younger people who are trying to interpret the Bible. And then I also got this recently. It's a little notebook, and it just says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. One of my favorite verses ever. And I just like to take notes in here and kind of reflect on what I've read, so I'm not just like reading over it. So that is what I do. And the last question is, any crucial tips for high school? I actually did a high school advice video like 2 years ago, so if you want to check that out, I will link it down below or have it somewhere on the screen here. But now that I'm a senior, I feel like I have a lot more wisdom. So I would just say get involved. I know everyone says that, but looking back, I definitely feel like I got involved in like clubs and organizations and with people and activities, and I just feel like that's super important because that's how you meet people. And when you look back at your high school years, you're not going to think like, oh, I did this and like my A push class or whatever. You're going to think, I went to this football game with my friends, I was in this club with my friends. Alright guys, so those are all the questions that I'm going to answer today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!